Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Just Open It, the YouTube series in which I open recently acquired toys. My name is Russ. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're a fan of action figures, toys, or pop culture in general, please subscribe to my channel, Karaoke Fanboy TV. Every week I open a recently acquired toy or action figure, and I really appreciate the comments that I've received on past videos. You know, I'm only recording these because I want to open these toys, get them out of the package and onto my shelves, and recording these videos is kind of an incentive to do that. So any interaction I have with fellow collectors and fans of this stuff is so appreciated. Today I am opening from Dollar Tree's Final Faction action figure line, Shift. She's a specialist, apparently. And these are her blades. So if you've been following these videos, you know how much of a fan I am of Final Faction. Featured exclusively at Dollar Tree. So this is $1.25. This is $1.25. So to have a single figure and her accessories costs all of $2.50. The accessories aren't even necessary because she comes with weapons already. This is just extra stuff. I'm so a fan of the affordability, the accessibility of these. Action figure play was super important to me as a kid to help me develop my imagination, an appreciation for storytelling. And I think it's something that's kind of going away, kind of fading away in culture today for kids. They're devices, for lack of a better term, because it makes me sound like an old man, but you know, the phones, the video games, the VR, the holographic interfaces. I don't know what's going on out there anymore, but it's taking away from this kind of tactile experience that I think is necessary to the development of a kid's imagination, boys and girls alike. So I just dig that for a couple bucks you can get some figures. They have their own stories here, and you can, you know, play with them and create your own adventures. So, for example, you know, Final Faction, basically, the year is 2050, the moon exploded or something, and there's a bunch of aliens that were sleeping in the moon, and now they want to conquer Earth. So the Final Faction is our defense against them. Shift is a specialist, apparently, and her origin is living in the mountains of East Asia. Shift was groomed to be a warrior from childhood, trained in every form of combat. Shift is a force to be reckoned with. There has yet to be anyone who could challenge her skill. So, you know, she's tough, and she's into blades, apparently, because this is just hers. It says Shift Blades here. And I'm going to open her up, you know, very much like Teela from Masters of the Universe. And I know there's a couple of female characters in G.I. Joe, right? The Baroness, G.I. Jane. I don't know. I wasn't a G.I. Joe kid, but and frankly, these toys probably wouldn't have appealed to me too much when I was a kid, but I want to support them, so I had been buying them. I don't know if new characters are coming out. I mean, we even have vehicles at this price point at Dollar Tree, so very exciting. So here we go. Yep. The same kind of quality I'd expect at this point from Final Faction, which is good, a good quality. The package itself might have been a little dusty because it's been sitting around now, but, you know, it's a 5 points of articulation kind of a figure. Head turns, right? You get the arms. Okay, legs. Boom, there she is, ninja kick. And then the swords, they're sheathed. Am I going to pull a sword out of this right now, or is this just kind of one big piece? Okay, I'm actually surprised that the swords are decor and not functional weaponry, because Final Faction's been pretty amazing in the accessories department as far as what comes with the figures. So that is sheer aesthetic, and I'm very surprised by that, quite frankly. It doesn't take away from the figure, but it certainly would have added a lot of value, and I would have been very pleasantly surprised had these swords come out of their sheath. Also, I'm seeing here that her head is like perpetually tilted to get the swords in the peg, via the peg into the hole on her back. And then the hair is sculpted in such a way that it kind of like, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this here, but it kind of like hugs her shoulder. It kind of like almost snaps in there. So when her head is facing forward, like so, okay, the hair's kind of billowing back there. But you can see there, it kind of cups into her shoulder when the head is turned just so. That's interesting, an interesting detail. So when she stands on the shelf, maybe she should stand like that. But with the head turned as well, it just allows the sword's sheaths to go very neatly into her back. If her head were straight, you know, I actually can't even turn her head. So that's kind of surprising, considering the quality of these figures to this point, at least the ones that I've opened. I don't remember if she was a first or second wave. I think she was a full-on first wave figure. So maybe a kink that they've worked out since in other sculpts, but frankly kind of surprised by that. It's okay though, because we have this entire weapons pack for her that was only an additional $1.25. This includes a stinger. That's the dual-edged staff that comes equipped with tasers, as it does. Mikey, a radical set of bladed nunchaku, can only be wielded by a master practitioner. So the nunchucks are named Mikey. What a nod to the Ninja Turtles that I did not notice before reading that. That is super fun. Double Dragon, a dual-edged armor-piercing blade. So I don't know if that's something that's from the Double Dragon mythos, so to speak, but wow. Shuriken, deadly throwing star that never misses, and a blade pack, perfect for that hero with more blades than they can carry. This pack is a necessity for shifts. That must be this thing right here, so let's see what that's all about. You know, I don't want to make a sexist comment here, but for the female character to have, like, a purse for the weapons is, I don't know, Final Faction. But, okay, here we go. Is that everything? Oh, no, of course not. All right, so, again, we have this staff with the tasers at the end. We have Mikey, the nunchucks that are actually on kind of a chain. Throwing star. Cool. This shuriken. And the weapons pack. That I'll be very interested in seeing how that works here. But it makes it kind of clear as to what goes where, because like this piece here, that's where the nunchaku obviously goes, right? So, but how does that go on her? So let's find out here. Okay. What's cool about Final Faction is like the accessories seem to build on the figure as it comes. So I don't think I'd have to take the swords out of her back here for this to work. Does this just freestand maybe? It's got this little thing here like it hangs on something. Does it show me? Yeah, I kind of destroyed the instructions here when I ripped this bad boy open. Okay, no, her swords are not accounted for here. So that is so interesting. Again, this character is unique in my Final Faction experience so far, because everything has fit so well together in the past. So let me see here. How is this supposed to go exactly? And what I'm doing is I tore the package in half, but I'm looking at this schematic here on the back and trying to figure things out. So, okay, if I put this like goes on top, it looks like that. Or is that the peg that goes in her back? Okay, that's the peg that goes in her back, I bet. So then this goes here like this. Oh, both sides of this, gosh. Both sides of this have those. So you could put the nunchucks on either side. I didn't see that before. That's okay, so we do that there like this. Let me put that on last. Not very exciting here to watch, but you know, if you're a collector like me, you got to figure this stuff out sometimes without instruction. And maybe I'm saving you a couple minutes here in your you know, collecting life. This goes there like that. Does the star go there too? I don't see it. Okay. Oh no, I think it does somehow go on there. Interesting. I'm not sure exactly. Let me just put this here. So this is how this goes, like that. Right, and then the nunchucks are back there. This could go in there too. Kind of a mess, actually, to be honest. But again, for $2, you figure it out. Put that in her hand. And there we are. So I'm a little bummed that her original weaponry can't integrate into this weapons pack. But she looks a lot cooler with this stuff instead. So you could see her there, fully armed, dangerous, and ready to fight the evil Karn, that alien race that has burst forth from the moon. So thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're a fan of toys, action figures, pop culture, subscribe to this channel. Also, check out the links to my Etsy store and Patreon. I self-publish a mini comic called Amazing Arizona Comics. It features my own original characters, not unlike Final Faction here as far as their unique design, backgrounds, and so on. So check that out too in the links below. And tune in next time when I grab another unopened toy here from the pile in my living room and I say, you know what? Just open it. I'll catch you next time.